Thank you so much for that introduction. You guys are so kind. And honestly, you have been doing such an amazing job this week. I love the summit. Every single year, you give out the best content. So today, I actually want to talk about how to bring on brand partners with confidence, with clarity, and knowing that you have all of the assets that they need to help them earn income in the first 30 days. So if you're interested in that, just start blowing up the chat in the comments because that is my wheelhouse. I know that if I'm going to ask you to go out there and be promoting, hey, we have a brand partnership, we can earn income, that I also need to give you the assets to help you deliver on that promise. So, by the end of this talk, I'm going to build belief in why you need to be promoting brand partnership. And I'm also going to be building belief in why in-home gatherings are back in the Cool Kid Club, as well as give you all of the assets you need for free. Okay? Deal. Let's go. So, one of the biggest problems that I see in our company is that we can sell lavender and frankincense, I swear to a rock. We are amazing at selling our products. But the one thing that we are not the best at selling is actually our income opportunity. And I don't understand that because honestly, when you look at what's out there, we have such an amazing income opportunity. Brand partnership is free, 25% in those first 3 months. Like the way we get paid, all the ways we get paid, it's incredible. But for some reason, we're not shouting from the rooftops. And what I have witnessed, and I just ask a lot of questions, why aren't you sharing? Right? And I beg to ask you to answer that in the comments. Why aren't you sharing the income opportunity? One of the main reasons I hear is, well, gosh, what if they say yes? What do I do? How do I get them to earn income? I mean, I think I know how I got here and I think I know how I make money, but I don't know. Times have changed. What do I do? Right? If you do not have a business system of operation to hand to the next person, right? If you don't have, hey, this is what I use and this is what worked for me, and let me just go ahead and pass that to you, I don't know that you'll really have that confidence to share like you share about lavender, right? You guys have so many testimonies about lavender. You're like, stress away. Just go ahead and just put that everywhere on you, especially when you're speaking on the summit, right? And you'll just be calm. And it's like you're sitting on a sunset beach, right? But when it comes to the business, it's like, I don't have that same confidence, Tammy. I don't know how to tell them how to use that product. Oh my gosh, I don't have this stuff in place. Like what how will I go into their home and what do I present? Okay? You have to have that. Right? You have to have that for many reasons. But the number one reason is the goal in network marketing is actually to build a sales team of other people doing what you're doing, sharing, and then they duplicate out. If you're the biggest enroller, if you're the only one sharing, that's just retail sales. That's just you selling a product, which you are amazing at. Seriously, Young Living people are the most amazing sales rep when it comes to our products, right? But what we need to have a little shift on if you want to get to the next rank, if you want to get to the top ranks in Young Living, you have to learn to duplicate. All right. So I want to build a little bit of belief, like I believe, right? I believe that we are in the best time to be sharing our income opportunity. And the reason is our economy is at one of the worst. So let me prove that to you in some facts. 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So says a PNC financial wellness report. That's rough to hear. 67. Over half of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. If they lose their job, what do you think happens to their car, to their home, to their children, to their food? Okay. Groceries are up 2.3% in the last year alone. Some items like beef are up 20%. Since 2020, groceries have nearly gone up 25%. More expensive since 2020. We're in 2026. 6 years, 25% inflation. That's astronomical. Again, from a PNC Financial Wellness Report. Okay. Housing is one of the biggest pressure points. Okay. Up 10% in recent annual increases. We cannot keep asking people to buy more products and not show them how to get them paid for. All right? You promise me you're going to stop doing that? Because listen, there are moms out there who do want to stop using bleach, who do want to stop using the harsh chemicals in their home. But they're like, Tammy, I cannot afford that. Okay. Even though I give them the graphic that tells them that Thieves is cheaper, and that's fine, they still can't wrap their head around all of it. So if I have an opportunity for them to earn income, right, through brand partnership, which is absolutely free. And if I have the assets and the confidence and the system of operation to lean on in my business and say, hey, listen, I know that I can help you earn some income because I've done it. I keep doing it. I'm consistently doing it. Every month I'm doing it. I'm helping. I ask people, they say yes. I walk through this system, they earn income. I want to do the same for you. That's what this talk is about. Okay. I want you to have the same confidence that I have, that the people who are using this system have. All right. Let's talk about Google searches, right? So the words work from home and extra income remain some of the most searched topics on Google to this day. Millions with an M search it every month. People are looking. They are looking for a work from home opportunity, extra income. You are the trusted person that they have in their life to offer that to them, right? They're searching it, but I'm in Facebook groups. They're not trusting it. You got to have that real connection. So let's talk about social media a little bit here, okay? The average time spent on social media has dropped from 2.7 hours a day to 2.4 hours a day. Let me know if you think you're around that 2 hour mark, right? Because if you're working your business for 2 hours a day, diamond, here you come, right? It's like if you have a system of operation and you have 2 extra hours a day, things are going to go well for you. All right. Americans are using fewer platforms on these days. Okay. It has dropped from the platforms were at 3.2% to 2.6 platforms, meaning like we used to be on about 3.5 platforms. Now we're like, two and a half platforms, looking at Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, all of the platforms that people spend all of their 2.4 hours on. Okay. Some platforms have even seen a 20% drop in time spent on them in the last 5 years, which is great. I love that. Right? Because what does that mean? People are done scrolling. They do not trust it. There's so many ads on social media. Let me know in the chat if you are just over the ads on social media, because I am, right? I'm like, wow, as soon as I see sponsored, I tap out. When I see real life human stuff happening, I see friends having babies, that I'm engaging in. They want real connection right now. Okay. Social media is saturated with sales. Okay. The trust is lower. Content is absolutely everywhere and connection is not. Our job is to create connection. Okay. Now here is the best trend shift that I've been researching. And this is where YL actually booms. Okay. Indoor mall traffic. And I know that's like a weird one to be like, why are we looking at that? But what that trend is telling me is that people are getting off of searching for sales on their phone and they're getting back into like touching things again. Real connection of seeing humans and making eye contact at a mall, a sales representative, engaging. Okay. Indoor mall traffic is up 5 to 10% year over year the last 4 years. Okay. Open air malls is up 7.3% traffic. Outlet malls are up 7.2% traffic. And by the way, this data that I'm giving you right now is only 2026, and we're only in February. Okay. Indoor malls up 5%. We are literally seeing 5 to 10% more people walking into physical spaces again. Okay. That's kind of huge. Again, people are getting off their phones, getting back into human connection. Super cool to watch. Okay. In-person events are dominating. Okay, this is from Live Nation, right? So they kind of looked at their platform, did a survey. 57% of event organizers report increased attendance year over year from 2020. Okay, over 80% of people prefer attending events in person. Attendance levels in many markets exceeded pre-2020 levels. Okay, so pre-COVID, we're smashing it. In 2020, obviously events dropped 70%. That's an obvious. We weren't allowed. But by 2023, ticket sales were up nearly 20%. Today, attendance is at a record high never seen before. People are craving this. If people are already going back in the malls, already showing up for experiences, already craving connections, why would we not meet them in their living rooms? This is where Young Living was built. This is where we thrive as a company. People don't need more information, they need more real connection. Okay? So I hope that all of those facts just build the belief of what I'm trying to show you. The assets that I'm going to give you are going to show you how to get people back into homes. Guys, I know we used to do this in Young Living, right? If you're an OG, you're like, of course we were in homes. And then it got like, oh, the same people keep coming. And then COVID happened, and then I don't know, everything, all the stuff. Then I've watched people trend back, right? It's like, let's do sourdough classes. Let's do all of this. Let's get back in the homes. Guys, this is where it's at, okay? And one of the coolest things is that when Tyson spoke at my event at convention, he shared this exact thing. And this is what the Direct Sellers Association predicted at their last convention. They predicted that in-home gatherings would be the cool kid again. And here are the stats actually backing that up, which again, I think is super cool because in Young Living, this is where we thrive. So what I want to give you is the confidence and the system of operation to actually do all of that. Okay, so I'm going to give you, how will I ask them to come, Tammy? And I'm going to verbally speak it. Yes, I could actually write it out for you, but here's the problem with that. You're going to copy and paste it and try to use it. I don't want you to do that. Okay. Martine, who is one of my favorite people at corporate, he had done a little bit of a survey test where he had people only do a written ask and people do a verbal ask. And that is a voice clip on Facebook or text message or a phone call. Yes, y'all can actually use that phone to call people still. And it was amazing, the statistics. Those who only text got an 89% no, I do not want to come to your event. Those that did the voice clip and said, hey, this is why I'm inviting you. This is why I want you here. They heard the influx. They heard the connection. 90% said yes. So let me know in the comments. Do you want a 90% yes? Because I want a 90% yes, which is why I'm not giving you the script. But I will read it out loud for you. Okay? So if you were to ask, now remember, we're looking at brand partnership. I don't want you to come to my home. I want to go to your home. I want to get into your network, right? Network marketing, right? So we're going to go get into their network. So this is to ask people who are product lovers, right? I think there's a few different tiers that we're going to work on asking here today. The first one is product lovers. These are kind of like the low hanging fruit. I mean, they are bought in. They order the Ningxia every single month. They're like, I absolutely love it. Okay. So this is how I would ask them. You always start with them. Why are you asking them? You do not start with your Zoom call. You do not start with your fax. You do not start with, I want you to. You start with, Sally, listen, I've been thinking about you because you genuinely love these products. Like, you order Ningxia every month. You have the most amazing testimony that people can honestly feel, right? And I am looking just for a couple people this month to host a simple gathering where I can come help you. I can come help you gather those people together. I'll help you make the list. I'll bring all the snacks. I'll bring all of the assets. I'll make it super simple for you. I'll teach. You're just going to share your powerful story. Sally, is that something you would be interested in? And by the way, whenever you do this and people say yes, not only are you helping your friends and family feel better, but you're also going to earn some extra income. Is this something you'd be interested in, Sally? That's it. Okay. Next one wants to get their products paid for. So maybe you had someone who said, I would love Ningxia Red. I would love Balance and Burn. It's not in my budget. I can't afford it. When people say they can't afford it, I'm like, oh, score 500 OGV growth. Here we come. Because, guys, if you think about it, it's actually the best part. If I was to sell a transaction to one person to get them on Balance and Burn, I'm going to have a 108 PV. Oh my gosh, I am not doing the math for 108 PV times 5. All right, 108 PV. But if somebody says, Tammy, I can't afford it, and I could say something like this, Sally, listen, I know that you and I have actually talked about using the product and your budget was in the way. And I totally understand that. I mean, look at these inflation rates, all the things that I just said above, right? Meat is up 20%. It's absolutely crazy. But listen, one of the best parts about my job is I actually get to help people just like you get their products paid for. And my goal is actually to get your products paid for within the first month. Okay, if I was to help you make a list, help you invite people, I was to bring over the snacks, right? Meet at a coffee shop that you like. Do you know 5 to 10 people who might need to kind of like address some health issues? Because if so, I know that I can help you get your products paid for. Is that something you'd be interested in, Sally? Okay? Do you see how I did that there? So now the one sale that Sally couldn't afford now gets me in a room with 5 of 10 of her friends. And if they say yes, I have a 500 plus all the eights OGV growth, right? Instead of a 108 OGV growth. So when people tell me they can't afford the product, I'm like, oh, this is a great day. Okay. Why? Because we have the income opportunity to offer them. And we have now a system for you to be able to use to help them get that income. All right, so now here's the last one. And this little invite is for your people who kind of like they know everybody. You guys know those people, right? You're like, I swear they are the mayor of my town, or maybe they just love getting people together. Maybe they're like social butterflies. They always have dinner parties, right? That's your kind of people. So let's say that's our new Sally, right? By the way, the day that I enroll a Sally, I am in so much trouble because I use the name Sally all of the time. All right. Hey, Sally, you are so good at bringing people together and creating a amazing vibe. Okay. I'm looking for a few people to just host a gathering with their friends around. Sally, that I talk about health and wellness, and I'm super passionate right now about this superfood Ningxia Red and how it fills in the nutritional gaps. And, with Sally, listen, it has a huge reorder rate. It has an 89% reorder rate, which tells me that the people that order are actually loving it. So I would love if you would help me out by gathering some of your friends together. We will serve them well. I will come, I will serve them, I will educate them, and maybe we can help some of them start living a little bit of a healthier life, supporting their body a little bit better. I will help you make the list. You already kind of do amazing at the hors d'oeuvres and stuff. I'm going to let you take care of that part because seriously, you knock it out of the park. But I'm going to bring the list. I'll bring the education. I'll bring the testimonies. I'll bring the samples for them to try. Is this something you would be interested in? You'd be doing me such a huge favor. You're such an influence in our community. I love how everybody loves you. That's it. Edify, edify, edify. You have to be talking to why you're inviting them to come along on this journey. Okay. So now let's talk about Tammy. They said yes. Oh my gosh, they said yes. What the heck do I do, Tammy? They said yes. That's usually the panic that I watch on brand partners' face when I make them do uncomfortable things, like ask people to host a gathering. Let me drink my Ningxia. So I'm going to give you all of the assets for this. Now, these assets are based around the 14-day reset Ningxia Red presentation. Okay. And the reason is it's a system of operation that is duplicatable. Inside of the presentation, you have science from the amazing Danette Goodyear, right? That you saw on the summit. And you have what is in the app. And there are testimonies, live video testimonies in there for you. You have, again, the app, you have what do they need to buy, and then the end video is let's move you in the room who are watching the presentation into sharing. System of operation, right? So that we see the full circle of network marketing. We get them to see our products, learn about our products, experience our products, hear testimonies about our products. Not too heavy on the science, not too heavy on the testimonies, right? Super fast videos. They're under 7 minutes. Most of them are under 5. One is under 2, right? Another one is under 3. They're very quick. It comes with a script for you, so you don't have to panic. You could look at the script, and I highly suggest you actually look at the script. Why? Because you want people watching you and saying, I can do what she does, and I can do it even better. Give me that person all day long. Please bring me all of the people who can do it better than me. I humbly hand you my system of operation and go, oh, I am so excited to watch you thrive, right? So you will have a script. You will have a full presentation. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's all done for you. So I've now taken care of the, what do I do when we're actually in the room? Okay, so y'all just lower your shoulders. Nobody's in panic. I got you covered. Okay, I am not going to sell brand partnership confidence without giving you everything that you need. Okay, I might be an enabler, but I'm good at it, right? Okay, what else are we going to give you? So what I'm going to give you is that I am working with Sally. Sally has said yes. Sally and I are working together. So you are going to print this sheet. These are for Sally, by the way. You can hand it to her. You can send the link. She can print it herself. And then you, yourself, you're the leader. You're going to have this thing. It's called In-Home Leader Guide right there. All right. So what this sheet does is this actually walks you through how to help Sally with this, right? So this is fun and big and whimsical and gives her big numbers and says, what do you want? But what you need to find out is, Sally, what kind of income do you want to make? You want to get your products paid for? You want a little extra cash? Or do you want to like have lots of extra cash, right? Your monthly order and like pay your car payment. I need to know that. I'm your leader. I need to know that. Why? Because I need to know what goal I'm going to give you of how many people you need to invite. And I need to know how much money you want to earn. That's important. We're just not throwing spaghetti at a wall. We are strategically working our Young Living businesses with a system of operation of clarity and confidence that you can pass to the next person. Okay? So this sheet actually does all that I just said. Sally, how much money do you want to make? 230, 460, 920. And under here, it says all of the legal things. Okay? So Sally, if you want to make 230, that's about enrolling 2 people. Right here. Okay, to enroll 2 people, Sally, you need to invite 10. Usually 5 will show up and 2 will enroll. It's all explained on here. Okay, this is your leader guide. So what that does is that sets Sally up going, I'm not a failure. Only 2 people ordered. I'm not a failure. I invited 10, 5 showed up. I'm not a failure. I knew exactly what to expect, right? So right here, by the way, number 2 is what is their referral number? What is the date of their gathering? Just get a date. Sally, what day works best for you? Are you Thursdays? Are you a Sunday? Are you a Monday person? Where are you at, Sally? We will deal with your people later. Listen, I need to know what works best for you. You are my number 1 priority to make this comfortable. Okay? So that's all this little thing here. And their attendance goal. So their attendance goal is 5, right? Because she wants to earn 2. So her attendance goal is 5. But how many does Sally actually need to invite? So that's right here, and that's going to give Sally her task. Sally, your job is to invite 10 people. Sally, would you like to make a list? I'm going to help you make that list, right? So here's a memory jogger for you. It tells you where to look for people. Oh, this is a YouTube of myself ranting on how to invite people and how to find people and put them on your list. So when you hand this to Sally, Sally also gets to hear me rant. I love it. Okay. It's awkward. Anyway, so where do we look for influence, right? Their name, what is their problem? Sally does need to know their problem because Sally's going to hand this to you and you're going to say, oh, Sally's sister wants to deal with fill in the blank of the things I'm probably not allowed to say because they're non-compliant. Okay. What is her relationship? She's her sister. And did she send the invitation? Okay. By the way, at the very bottom, you will see we already have the script there for you. All right. So Sally could voice clip like she should do. And you should be helping her understand that voice clip gets a 90% yes. And if she was to text it, it's an 89% no. So you build belief in Sally. Sally, you're inviting your sister. It's kind of weird that you text her some stuff like that. You're going to need to get her on the phone, your cousin, your sister, your low-lying fruit. This is network marketing, right? If Sally wants to go bigger and go to other ranks, we'll talk about that later. Guys, you are just trying to get into her sphere of influence, into her 5 to 10 people. You're trying to grow that OGV by 500 by every single Sally that you can say yes, because now you guys have the confidence to go out and share brand partnership. All right. So you will have all of these assets by the time I get done with this call. I promise you, you will have it. This sheet is just to give you confidence. It's just to guide you through. It's just so that you know why we're asking her that. This part is about Sally's testimony. But listen, if you're dealing with the person who has never used our products and they need the income to buy our products, you're obviously not going to do that part, but you are going to tell them your testimony. You are going to share testimony graphics that align with them. What are the goals they want to see, right? What are the things they want to see changed in their health? You are going to ask them, hey, who's on your list? Okay, your sister, what's she deal with? Oh, okay, sleep. Let me go grab a testimony. And you know what? 2 days before our event, I want you to send that testimony. Okay, your cousin, she needs more energy. Let me go grab you a testimony graphic. 2 days before the event, I'm reminding them, I'm hyping them up, I'm getting them excited. Sally is sending it to him and going, oh my gosh, just saw this graphic. I know that sleep is the thing you're looking for. I want you to know that we are going to talk about that. Here's the greatest part about this. A lot of people end up enrolling and ordering before they even get into that room. It's amazing when you do the follow-up like this. Okay. So on here, your goal setting, right? Everything you need for that. And then here is after the gathering. Because our goal is to get into Sally's low-lying fruit, right? But also, hey, let's get our next like solid brand partner who wants to get to executive. Let's get them to silver. So this actually has like a debriefing with them. How was it? How did it go? What would you change kind of thing? And then moves you into helping them to move forward in the brand partnership system of operation. All right. So I hope that you see that I got your back. Okay. I don't often rant about things and then go, oh, just figure it out yourself. Okay. If anything, maybe I do too much, but that's all right. I just want you to have the confidence. I want you to have the confidence to know that you can go on social media right now. And I want you to tell your brand partner story. How have you gotten your products paid for? Like, what does it feel like to not have to purchase all these things? These don't come out of my budget. Okay. Sunscreen, definitely not out of my budget. Chapstick, not out of my family budget, not at all, right? All of the things that are all over my desk that are Young Living have never come out of my family budget. They have come out of me helping other people. Okay, so you don't want to just speak about the money, but you want to speak, how did it transform you? How did it help you? How did it serve you? How is it still serving you? Right? And then I would love to help you do the exact same thing. Because I know right now, I just listened to this crazy chick tell me all these statistics about inflation, and I know right now things are hard. I would love to help you get your products paid for. Your baby butt cream, your lotion, your soap, your shampoo, your laundry soap, your toothpaste. I'd love to help you get that paid for. We have a clear, concise system of operation that I can actually help you just gather some people together and earn some income. That's my job. It's actually the fun part of what I get to do. Why? Because I get to help you afford the products that I so passionately share and sell, right? And so many people are watching you share these products and going, "Man, I wish I could afford those. Man, I wish I could afford all those oils. Man, look at all that stuff that she has that I could never fit into my budget." Our job as brand partners is to help them afford it. It is the best part about a network marketing company. And for some reason, we don't shout it as loud as we should be. Okay. So I really hope that I built belief in why you need to get back in the in-home gatherings. And I hope that you believe like I believe now. Right? Whether it's the trend about the malls or understanding in-home gatherings or understanding that people are Googling like at work home jobs. Whatever it was that built the belief like I believe, I want you to have the passion that I have. But I also want you to have the tools and resources so that when people say yes, you don't come scratch my eyes out because you're like, Tammy, they all said yes and I'm freaking out. You don't have to freak out anymore. Okay? You guys have everything you need. You can run your whole entire Young Living business off of this system right here. Okay? Is there more? Of course, there is more. But let's get you some earning 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Let's grow your paychecks by those 500s, right? I think that'd be super fun. So, listen, you can connect with me on social media. I'm the only Tammy Oshesky. It's Osiecki. And you can also, to get all of these assets, you can text 412-394-8823, the word Summit 2026, one word, and I will send you all of these assets, okay? Because I want to give you the confidence and clarity to know that you have a system of operation in your Young Living business that absolutely can help people earn income. And if you consistently do this, and if you keep showing up and you keep sharing about how you do that, you help people earn income. You help people get their products paid for. You take pictures, you get testimonies, you share about it on social media. Equally, if not more, as much as you share about our products. Okay? That is important. We share about our products in Young Living. I creep on Facebook pages, right? And I'm like, oh, wow, product, family, product, family, product. I'm going months back and I still haven't seen somebody talk about how they can help somebody get their products paid for. And if we live in a society that over 60% of people are living to paycheck, and they cannot afford the products that they are scrolling by, you have to stand out and say, I can actually help you afford the inflation. And guess what? Affiliate is free in Young Living. Getting the brand partner affiliate is free. Okay? So, thank you so much for letting me pour into you. I hope that this was a blessing, and I really hope that you take off. If you ever do a gathering from this, you better take a picture and tag me on social media. Have a blessed day.